One of my favorite tunings. One of the things that surprised me about you guys is that, like, if I subscribe to your channel, you automatically think that I'm attracted to you. I don't quite comprehend that. So this is tuned down to, I think, a whole step and a half. So it's like, this is a D flat. This is a really heavy gauge of string, so I can't tune it up. It's too much tension on the neck. But I'm going to show you a favorite tuning, a couple of favorite tunings maybe, if it works. So one idea, it's a combination of ideas that I've had. One idea I had is tuning the guitar in fourths. So you got your standard tuning. If you don't know standard tuning, we can do that some other time. If you want me to teach you standard tuning, leave a comment. So what we're going to do is tune the second string up one note, so that, how can I, like, normally you're tuning the guitar, right? And you tune, say, here at the 5th fret and the open A. So this fretted A and the open A, that's 4th, right? So we're going to do the exact same. Instead of normal tuning here on the G string on the 1, 2, 3, 4, 4th fret, I don't think it frets. 4th fret, B and B, we're going to tune this up to a C. I just hear intervals and I think intervals. So I don't, thinking in frets just kind of confuses me. So we're kind of tuning this the exact same way that if we tune the A string here off the G string. And then we're going to do the exact same thing again here on the B string to the E string. So one way of thinking about this is fourths, is like power chords. So this is an A power chord, right? A, D power chord, G power chord, C power chord, F power chord. So one of the things that this opens the guitar up to doing is being able to play similar chord shapes all over the fretboard, right? It's like if you have a G major 7 here, the G major 7's here. Right? Same thing with minor. G minor 7, you have a G minor 7 here. So you end up playing a lot of shells and stuff like that. It lends itself to playing in like C a lot of the time. Folkies who like that thing. And so scale shapes. Scale shapes are like, you can do G minor blues. So it makes doing things like playing things in like thirds easier. It makes some things like a full scale pentatonic hard, like let's say an A minor pentatonic with no blues. kind of stretchy. But one of the things that does is it gets you out of your habitual ways of playing. So like if you're a blues player, right, and you play minor blues, pentatonic, Stevie Ray Vaughan, Jimi Hendrix kind of stuff over and over and over again, and you end up playing the same riffs over and over and over again, which is both good and bad. Like it very much worked for like Stevie Ray Vaughan, but it gets a little dull, right? It gets a little dull. This is a way of learning how to play outside the box. So like, it just forces you to think differently. So like one of the things that I noticed with like, say, I don't know, like playing a blues down here, you end up playing a lot of riffs and fifths. A lot of bar chord shapes, like say a major, E major, you repeat the same major shape, and likewise minor. Now, one of the things I learned from Vicky, Yvette Young, one of the things that she did, that she learned from like math rock or something, is tuning the E up to an F. And so putting the E string, the 6th string and 5th string into a major third. Now, in terms of opening tunings, this makes it really interesting. It's like one of the things you end up doing a lot of time in this tuning is like an F Lydian, because it just works between C and F. So. Once you get used to playing in major, playing in perfect fourths, then playing it in a major third with the bottom string, between the bottom string and the 5th string tuned to a major third, makes it interesting. And it makes you like understand how it works better. And so there's all kinds of interesting like harmonic things you can get out of this. Like. Doing things like root third kind of notes makes it interesting. So like here's a C, the C major triad. Up here, another C major triad. very diatonic type tuning. Another interesting thing that can be done with this is drop D. So essentially it puts the whole thing into like an open D minor, open D minor sus. So you have D, and now you have to transpose, but in my head I'm thinking, I mean, I could transpose it down to a B, but I'm not even sure if I'm at a B. But for all intents and purposes, at standard tuning, we'll say D, A, D, G, C, F. So it gives you this like minor 7, I guess 11, or sus. And once your brain's used to working this type of tuning, like alternating between these different tunings, between standard, between perfect fourths, to having a major third in it somewhere, it makes it, or to like doing like drop D kind of idea for rock. So, yeah, there you go. The major third one, I wanted to showcase this one because the major third one to me is really interesting. I kind of like this. Yvette Young, if you never heard her, check her out. She does some cool stuff. I like her acoustic stuff, but she does all different types of tunings with this. But this one is like kind of close to standard, and it just flows a little more properly. Now, granted, I think personally, you know, standard tuning is probably the best tuning. I don't know that there's any way around it. But when you start cranking one knob here, another knob there, it kind of opens up some sonic possibilities that give you some creativity. And this one in particular is interesting to me. I hope it's of some use to you. Go out and make music that moves you.